Dragon Reno Mage, because
screw the rules, I have money!
like, how often do you get to be at full health 10 minutes into the game against a hunter? Like, what more is there to say there? Oh, there's the puzzle box. Okay, here we go. Death or glory, what's it gonna be? See, if we went with a damaged Stegothorn there, we wouldn't have had it. It seemed like the obvious pick, but big IQ, huge brain, maths. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm CrispyWaffles, and if you're looking for the strongest mage decks and how to pilot them, well, let's just say you're in luck. Continuing the climb all the way to legend rank with the fun, the lovable, aggro-proof Reno. If you're looking to stomp those aggro players, this is exactly what you're looking for, and so much more. Today I'm going to walk you through the Hunter and Mage matchups. We've got some especially awesome games for you. It's going to be a good time. Got any tips or questions? Just want to say hi. Maybe there's a matchup giving you some trouble. Make sure you drop a comment below. I do read every single one. Smash that like button so I know I'm doing a good job. Also make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, or else I'll play Artifact. Yeah, that'll get him.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of it here. I just slammed like 3 coffee and a Red Bull, so I'm a little bit full of energy right now. I hope you're sat back, relaxed, have yourself a nice cup of coffee, your tea, your mineral water, whatever everyone's drinking nowadays. We're going to get right into it here. Looks like we do have a hunter to start us off. Now, we don't want anything for the late game here. I do like the Reno with the coin, though, so we will hold on to that. Just a really solid turn 5. If we do fall behind, basically guarantees that we can get that tempo back. Without the coin, though, I'd be a little bit iffy about holding on to that. We do have the Zephyr. We got the Firetree Witchdoctor. We got that Bone Race, so we're going to have a pretty decent early game going forward. Okay, so he's going to be a quest hunter. I really like that a lot more than the alternative matchup. This way, he's not really racing us down right off the get-go here. He's going to be looking to execute us in the late game when we have access to all our great cards, so I feel like we have a lot more of a chance. We don't really have to blow everything and anything to get some kind of board value out early on like we do in the other matchup. Oh, Turius wants to game. Me and him go way back. We used to co-lead a guild together. We go through like Molten Core, Blackwing Lair, Onyxia. Just imagine like 40 drunk people yelling at each other as they try and take down a boss. It was fun. Good times. Okay, back to Hearthstone. So we were lucky enough to draw into a dragon there. The Elemental Evocation, that's going to be great for Zephyr the Great. We already had a Flame Strike in hand. I feel like we'll have more options later on that it wasn't really necessary. But the Zero-Cost Zephyr is going to be huge for the tempo swings it'll get us. Once he does complete that side quest, he's going to have a 4/4 minion on board. Yeah, in your rougher matchups, just get the biggest tempo swing you can off the Zephyrs. With any luck, it can help put you back in control of the game. Oh man, we were talking about playing League the other day. I think we're just going to see how high ranked we can get with Leona and Tarek bot lane. But, sorry, I keep getting distracted here. So, Zero-Cost Zephyr, that'll net us a swipe, which is just the absolutely perfect card for this situation. Going to put him back on the defensive. We'll get that minion on board. He can obviously clear it with his weapon or the... He's probably got something in hand that'll take it out. But his hand is getting a little bit low at this point. Like, our hand's pretty much double the size of his. We just gotta keep him on the defense. Your win condition for this matchup is essentially just running your opponent out of steam, keep them focused on your minions early on, and they won't be able to keep up with your late game. So don't really want to use the coin yet going into turn 5. Bone Wraith's going to be a really solid option. I feel like that'll keep him off our face a little bit. Or worst case scenario is just 3 damage you can get through with. Now I feel bad for leaving my bro hanging. I know you're all waiting for these legend videos though, so we're going to fly through this as quickly as possible. Oh my god, that top deck. Turn 6, we're going to coin out that Pocket Galaxy. An empty board, absolutely no reason not to. That's setting us up for the beautiful late game. Pretty much never get the Galaxy off for his hunters, so as long as we don't get too unlucky or do anything stupid, I think this one's in the bag. The Shuma is going to be a bit of a problem. Reno won't quite take it out. Beautiful draw for us. So we'll get that damage off on the Shuma. I think I'd rather keep the CMAT at full health rather than give it Wind Fury or something. Like, it's not really required. 1 health doesn't seem like the biggest deal, but it could be game-changing depending on what's in his hand. You never know. We'll just go for the value. No need to get greedy and risk it with the Wind Fury or anything. Okay, now we're going to be going into the late game. It's pretty scary because he is going to complete the quest like any turn now. But luckily we were able to get that Pocket Galaxy off, so we'll start getting that pressure out ourselves. All these zero-cost minions are going to be huge value for us. Did I just say zero-cost minions? Words are hard. A little rough that we're losing the board here, but that card's basically his only guaranteed board wipe, so as long as we keep Unleash the Hounds lethal in mind, we can finally start flooding that board. Now we might as well see what we can draw into with the Arcane Intellect. Plenty of solid 1-cost minions, and that is probably the dirtiest draws that we could have gotten there. So we're going to heal right back up to full health with the double Snip Snap and Zilliax. Like, we got to BM him after that. There's no reason not to. Gotta love those BM hellos. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he concedes right here. He's not going to, but that was really, really big for us. As long as we don't flood the board, give him an easy lethal with Unleash the Hounds or something, we're going to be perfectly set. And we have access to our crucial spells with the Turtle. We're going to be drawing a bunch of 1-cost minions. We can still Flame Strike that board. And we even just top deck the amazing Reno. So let's go ahead and face him here. We'll get the Turtle out. Beautiful. There's the Frost Nova. Just in case we had to go for the Ray of Frost, we wanted to attack first with our minion. In case Blizzard or Frost Nova weren't an option there. Pretty likely that we would have got some form of freeze, just might have been unoptimal. With a handful of Lynxes, I think he's going to be able to take out that Snip Snap. But we'll still have a Turtle, we'll still have the Death Rattle minions, and I think we're going to be in a really safe place going forward. Like, we do have access to the amazing Reno if needed. We do have him down to just 14 health, so we could get him down to just the 5. Dragon Queen Alex, that's huge, definitely going to go for that. We could just Flame Strike the board and trade with our minions if we really have to. We got a Malygos and a Chrono Breaker. Okay, good game. Yeah, we're going to Flame Strike the board. We're just going to trade with our minions. Face damage doesn't matter at all with a 0-cost Malygos in hand. Like, as soon as we draw Malygos, Axe Spectre Magic, he's done. We're just going to clear his minions, keep him busy, spending his whole turn basically wiping out our minions. Like, he's probably going to be able to clear our minions, but that doesn't really matter. We just got to keep him off our face, keep him focused on that. Like, maybe he'll just give us an empty board every turn to go forward, and we can just start tossing stuff out. Like, he's going to run out of options sooner or later here. Like, I feel like half his hand is those Lynxes. Oh, it doesn't look like he's able to take out everything. That's 0-cost Malygos, though. Like, I don't have the words to describe how awesome of a card that is at 0 mana. Like, it can basically punch through a building, except for the building is your opponent. As soon as we hit some kind of spell, we're going to have a lot of fun here. Power Creation, that's going to get us the most value out on the board out of our options here. Really like Lord of the Arena. That's 2 6/5s. Even if he clears it, we're perfectly fine. If he doesn't clear it, we win the game. And we have the Arcane Breath Malygos for next turn, so if we get any form of damage, that's an automatic win, essentially. Or even if we don't get a damage spell off the Arcane Breath, I don't think it's really going to matter. Like, just look at our hand. Yeah, that's looking like game. I don't think he's going to be able to make it happen with the mana he's got left. And we're at full health. How dirty is that? Like, how often do you get to be at full health 10 minutes into the game against a hunter? Like, what more is there to say there? Okay, so we'll clear his minion with the Malygos here. Oh, missiles, that'll be pretty funny. We could go ahead. No! No, I wanted to... The missiles... Every time. I never get to use the Malygos. I wanted to... It was very rude of him. Ah, whatever. I mean, we beat a hunter with full health. That's good enough, I guess. It's something it'll have to do. Ooh, we got another mage here. I like it. We got that mirror match action. Battle of the mages. I couldn't think of something. I'm sorry. So we're going to hold on to Zephyr the Great, 100%. Everything else we're tossing. We really want to hit that Pocket Galaxy. Basically, whoever gets the first Pocket Galaxy wins the game. I know it It's a little black and white. It's not exactly how it goes, but I mean, more or less that's how it goes. Dark Knight. Very edgy name. I like it. So I'm a little on the fence about using the Zephyr. Kind of wish we had like a Power Creation or Galaxy. Oh, he's actually going for the Zephyr. We're going to go for our own Wild Growth here to make sure we don't fall behind, especially if he does have his Pocket Galaxy in hand. Really don't want to be a mana behind and be at the disadvantage of the Pocket Galaxy effect. That would be really bad. So we're just going to basically keep ourselves in the game here. We do still have the coin, so we are in a pretty good spot. Like, long story short, we're starting the game on turn 5 here. Is basically how that went. You know, like, both of our decks have like 1/3 7 cost or higher cards, so I think we're both pretty happy about this. Get to skip that boring early game. Who needs it anyway? So he's got a Witchdoctor, decent enough for the early game, but I feel like we've got some pretty good options. Ooh, very unlucky book of extremely unlucky book of Specters for him. Like the Pocket or blah blah. Like, missing that Conjure's Calling was huge, but the Arcane Breath with it is just really nice for us. Especially since we hit that Mountain Giant and Reno. So we'll be able to play that pretty soon. Get some really good value out. Oh, and of course he's going for the Keysmith. So I don't think we'll go for the Mountain Giant next turn. Don't really want to risk it. That would be a little unfortunate if it's the Counterspell, but we do have the coin, so I feel like he wouldn't have really picked Counterspell that quickly. Let's see what secret we can get out on our own. If he does copy it, that's not a big deal at all. And that was the Mirror Entity, so that's like best case scenario for us. Able to get our own Counterspell out, and since we're the ones with the coin, he's gonna have a really rough time. He already missed 2 of his spells with the book. He probably doesn't have that many more. Oh, he was able to create another breath off the Witchdoctor. But that might have been the last spell in hand. We don't want that Mana Saber to survive. Plenty of scary options you could get for 9 mana, like the Dragon Queen or just a regular Alex. I don't want to think about it. We're just going to kill everything with a Reno. You know, just keep his options limited. We do have the coin in hand, so we want to be able to get the early huge cost minion out instead of giving him a shot at it. Hopefully we can draw one. Alright, we do have the Giant Conjure. That could work out. Some decent pulls he got off the Power of Creation, but the spell damage, I don't really feel like it'll be that much of a factor since he's missed out on, what, like 4 spells now? He probably doesn't have that many more at the moment. Go for the Frost Nova with the Doomsayer, and then see how lucky we can get with the Book of Specters here. Okay, we got 2 there, so we're still perfectly fine. We'll get some damage on one of his minions, and I want to use the Ray of Frost, but at the same time, I feel like if we hold on to them here, we'll be at 3 mana on the Mountain Giant next turn with the full hand. Then we can conjure it and freeze 2 of his minions. Yeah, there's the Reno. Like, I was pretty sure he'd be able to take out the Doomsayer one way or another here. But yeah, I'm really happy about how that worked out, because now he had to spend his whole turn going for that Reno, and we can get the double Ray of Frost out with the Conjured Giant, really put him back on the defensive. Like, even if he does have one of his board wipes, we'll pretty much force him to blow it, and if it's not like the amazing Reno, I don't think he'll be able to take out everything. Like, we don't need board clears to take out those spell damage minions. We'll just take him out with brute force here. I think it's going to be more than enough to keep his board under control. He is definitely against the wall. Oh, that Malygos is probably going to give him something though. Okay, he did have the Frost Nova, but no big deal. We can always go for another Conjure if we have to. Quite a few options in hand, actually. I do like the Caligos here. That'll be pretty annoying for him to deal with. It does have that really big 12 health, and we can always conjure it if it does survive. Oh, free Blizzard. We're definitely going to take that. And that's the thing about Mage versus Mage. Like, at some point in the late game, you'll get into that 5 turns of back and forth, freeze, freeze, freeze. Oh, geez, the Malygos Flame Strike. With the boosted spell damage, just barely not able to take out that Caligos. Definitely going to make him regret that. Drawing the Pocket Galaxy too, so playing that for 0 mana. We're basically winning the game in this turn. So with the 10 mana, we can use that coin to get to 11. The Wind Fury Tiamat will be able to take out both these minions here. Let's go face with the Caligos and conjure it. And now we have the Pocket Galaxy effect with 2 random 10 cost minions. Oh, those are some beautiful conjures there. So the health's irrelevant. We got the defender in hand. We're forcing him to use the amazing Reno. So it was going to happen at one point or another. And now that we got that Galaxy off, we're just in the perfect spot. Just flood the board. We got that Stargazer Luna. Once we do need to draw our entire deck, we'll be able to. I guess Astral Rift is the most useful there. See what minions we can get. Not the best, not the worst. Let's just toss out the defender for now, heal up a little bit. Not that happy about him taking out both of our huge mechs the turn before we drew the 1-cost Zilliax, but I mean, it is what it is. I guess that's just life. Gotta expect that it'll build up your hopes just to knock him down on you. So we got that power creation, might as well Dragoncaster into it, get some huge value out on the board. Oh, able to blow that Paladin secret so we don't even have to attack to find out what it is. Oh, charge in Divine Shield, that's always a fun time. You know, let's throw some Rush Divine Shield out there with it, just get the trifecta of awesome. And we'll take out his boards. Well, I guess we won't clear everything. Let's take out most of it and go face with the 1 Divine Shield there. Don't want to give him an easy clear. Oh, healing all our minions for us. Or healed a minion interface, you know what I mean. And then I think that'll have him overdrawing a little bit. Oh, missing out on the Luna, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, he did just draw 5 cards for free. That's probably more than he would have got off the Luna anyway. But we're still ahead because we got that Pocket Galaxy. All his minions are still full cost, so it's going to be a lot easier for us to explode in board value. Of course, he hits us with another Blizzard. Gotta love the Mage shenanigans here. But we did keep the Divine Shield on 1 minion, so that one's able to survive. And just a Caligos. I think we'll draw a bunch of cards here and be perfectly fine. Oh, Dragon Queen Alex, that's beautiful. So let's get the Stargazer Luna out, start drawing the rest of our deck here. Heart of the cards and all that. Oh, beautiful. Those are some really nice dragons. One of them will even get a bunch of damage off for us. Oh, we'll Alex him down to 15 health here, so get the high roll going. And clear the minion with a ping. I think we'll just unload our hand. He's used quite a few board clears. I don't think he'll have that many more freezes left. So just scariest possible board. With any luck, we can get through for lethal damage on the next turn. Ooh. Lucky of him to get power creation, but really unfortunate of him to get those 4 health minions, because the Flame Strike could nuke those if we really need him to. Oh, going for his own conjure on the Caligos. Solid play. I like it. Oh, and he's going for the freeze with the Ray of Frost. That means he probably doesn't have a board clear. Let's see just how much of our board you can keep under control. He's running out of time. Okay, he's got the Zilliax. That'll put him a bit further out of lethal range. But that's all he can do. Alright, he wasn't able to kill the Luna. That's huge for us. Let's see what we can draw into with the Blizzard. We don't have any spells left, but we'll keep drawing with the Luna. And one more time, come on. Okay, close enough. Well, at least we got some minions out. I don't think he'll be able to freeze us again because he just used the Ray of Frost as his, like, last desperation. Ooh, getting the Embiggen. Really useful when he has 2 health. Oh, there's the puzzle box. Okay, here we go. Death or glory. What's it going to be? Okay, buffing all the frozen minions. Not that bad. The snip snap. Oh, taking out that Stargazer Luna. That's clutch. He needed that. Oh, he's getting the Shadow Bone Wraiths, so those will be a little bit annoying to deal with. Oh, Pyroblast. That's going to be big. What's it going to... Oh, amazing. Oh, 200 IQ Reno there. Reno is like the most intelligent card. Like, some people complain about Zephyr missing lethal. Reno is so much smarter. Oh, it's just. Oh, I can't remember the last time my opponent pyroblasted themselves in the face. That is awesome. Oh, we got another mage versus mage. Battle of the Renos. So, don't really want any of that for the early game. Twilight Drake could be doable with the coin, but I'd rather just toss everything, get all the more odds at hitting the Pocket Galaxy, or maybe even the Zephyr, some kind of early option, you know. Preferably Pocket Galaxy. Like I said before, in a mirror match, the Galaxy is a little bit of a game changer. You really want to be the first one to get it off. Oh, we did get the turtle though. That's close enough. With any luck, that could be the Pocket Galaxy. Okay, he's got the turn 2 Witchdoctor, but no big deal. Oh, draw on the Pocket Galaxy. That's exactly what we wanted. So as long as we can keep him under control here, we'll be perfectly set. Get that turn 7 Galaxy off and win the game. So I don't like that he got the Stargazer Luna out already. We aren't really able to kill it yet. Not worth conjuring it at all. We'll get the Bone Wraith out. That'll maybe start getting some damage off on it. But with any luck, you won't be able to draw too many cards off of it. Like maybe 1 or 2. But his deck should be fairly expensive. So might as well get a free conjure off on the Bone Wraith. That'll give us something to contest his board here. And we don't want to overextend with the Zephyr or anything. I feel like this will be just enough. And those are actually some pretty decent rolls. So basically an even board, I feel. Ooh, going for the Malygos. So we'll have to see what he got there. This could be bad, but I like that he's attacking with the Stargazer Luna. It's going to be that much easier for us to take down. I guess his hand's pretty much full anyway. He doesn't really want to draw with it, but no worries. Let's go for Zephyr the Great. Gonna go for that Pocket Galaxy on the next turn. We want to get this board as manageable as possible. Mind Control Tech could be funny. Yeah, Consecration is just more solid here. I don't really want to risk it. Unless we hit the Bone Wraith, I don't think it would really be worth it there anyway. So we'll just take out everything other than the Malygos. I guess face damage doesn't really matter here. We'll go ahead and just bring that down to a 2-2. Oh, he does have the Dragoncaster. Oh, I was scared of a Power Creation or something, but it's just going to be a Blizzard. So 6 damage on board. I feel like that's perfectly manageable. Get that Pocket Galaxy off right away. He's going to be able to bring us down to 16 health, but like this deck is built to come back from a bit of a disadvantage like that. Like just look at our hand. The entire left half is removal. We got the Giant and the Conjure on the right. Oh, Golden Turtle. Jeez, Golden Gal. Okay, this guy doesn't mess around with his mage. I actually kind of like this guy. He's even got that Golden Dragoncaster. God, I'm a little jealous. Obviously, we want the Frost Nova or Blizzard out of our deck, and we were able to get the Blizzard there. 1 turn later, and we could have just gone for the Flame Strike to wipe the board completely, but just not going to happen. We do have the 1-cost Luna, though, so assuming we can keep everything under control, which shouldn't be that hard at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, so once again, I was a little bit concerned, but top decking appears to be really powerful. Let's get some freezes off and start drawing our entire deck. Oh, Deja Vu. So let's bring him down to 15 health here. I guess we'll use the other Ray of Frost and draw some cards. Oh, amazing Reno. Perfect. Oh, even getting the Zilliax. Okay. So we gotta get the Zilliax out, draw another card. Take out the Taunt. And yeah, we'll get that down to just 1 health. He's got to worry about taking out that Zilliax now to get through with the 4 face damage, and even then we'll still be at half health. We could amazing Reno the board if we really had to, but he's most concerned about taking out that Stargazer Luna at the moment. Oh, we're going to blow both Ray of Frost here. Perfect. So that's that many less free shenanigans he's going to have later on. He went for the Luna instead of face. That's also excellent. And he's going to have some fun. I think we'll be okay, though. because there is a counter to your opponent having fun, and that is to also have some fun. We're going to have fun so hard, like, it's not even going to be funny. Okay, so we drew the Frost Nova. That's pretty huge. Kind of want to go for the Conjure Giant with the Frost Nova, but I think we'll go for a Caligos instead, just in case he is able to freeze the board or something. At least this way we still have some kind of value to carry on to the next turn. Like, we're perfectly safe behind that Frost Nova anyway, so unless he does have some way to clear the minion now rather than just a way to freeze the board, he's going to be in a really tight spot. Oh, Keysmith. Okay, that's a pretty good play. It's going to be annoying to play around this secret, but we should be perfectly fine. Like, our first spell is going to be 0 this turn anyway, so even the counterspell wouldn't be that bad. Let's see what Malygos has. We could always double Flame Strike with a Reno if we really had to. Malygos Fireball, I feel like that'll come in more useful. We've got a bit of board clears in hand. Go for the Flame Strike. Wasn't a counterspell. So, not a Mirror Entity, not a counterspell. We'll just wipe the whole board. I might as well get the Reno out, or make sure to play the Mountain Giant first so that it's a bit less expensive. And let's face him with the Caligos and go ahead and conjure the Giant. Oh, it was the Spellbender. But no worries. Like, the 2 damage on board isn't going to make any difference at all, really. I think all I can really do here is Amazing Reno, or maybe freeze the board. But no, he did have the Reno. So, disappearing the board, not the worst. We still have our own Reno to fall back on. We'll just keep building that board pressure out. Like, if he slips up at all, doesn't have a freeze, doesn't have something to hold us back, we'll just win the game, essentially. So we'll get that Dragon Queen out. Pretty nice dragons that we got off of it, so we'll be able to draw a card. Power Creation, that's lovely. We'll see what we can get off the Witchdoctor as well. Ooh, a second Fireball, so that's 14 damage in Fireballs. He's only at 20 health, so let's just get as much value as we can out on the board. Oh, the damage Stegothorn. Oh, actually, okay, the Archmage. He's at 20 health. We have 14 damage in hand. That would be 18 with the spell damage. 2 hero powers. So, like, even if he freezes the board, that puts lethal in our hand. Words, like, you know what I'm... Oh, okay. Hopefully you kept up with me there, but if he isn't able to clear the board, if he's only able to freeze it, because he is a mage, you got to assume he's going to go for the freeze rather than the board clear, we're going to be able to kill him next turn. And there's the Frost Nova. He went for the freeze, going for the Doomsayer even. So unless he... Yeah, the Defender. Okay, so yeah, we're able to sneak in with that lethal damage 1 turn before he was going to start healing up. Good game. Well played. See, if we went with a damaged Stegothorn there, we wouldn't have had it. It seemed like the obvious pick, but you got to do those big brain maths, you know? 14 plus 4 plus 2. Equals lethal. That's all there is to it. Big IQ, huge brain maths.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Thanks for watching all the way till the end, you absolute legend. People like you are my absolute favorites. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. It really does help me out a lot. Drop a comment. I really want to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell. We got a lot of great videos coming. Until next time, stay beautiful.